Guys, Aggronix, welcome back to the ACL Season 3. Today we jump into our Week 6 game against Kip and the Montreal Mudkips. So before we get into this, I just like to explain basically what happened. Last week we played Amph and we lost that game, unfortunately. It was a 5-0, which was like, yeah, it sucked. You know, a game that I'm pretty ashamed of. Not of how I played. I think I played pretty well. But I was doomed from the start because I just didn't prep for a Zoom roll, and that was really dumb of me. I prepped for a choice ban at a Zoom roll, I prepped for like an assault vest set, but I was like, he won't bring Z belly drum, why would he? And then I looked at my team and I was like, of course he would, that's so stupid of me. And I had Como on the team up to like a few minutes before, not before the game, but a few minutes before recording the team builder. And I just wanted Reggie Rock, and it was a bad decision, and a decision that I will make sure I learn from and never make that same mistake again. We are here with Kip though. I said last week that I didn't know if Swag was going to be able to play. Turns out Swag has, I don't know if she actually ever like dropped out of the league, but we have to forced to not kick her out because she's still completely in the league, like free to come back maybe next season, but she hasn't responded. She has been offline for a long time, so Kip has jumped online. Kip is one of my favorite people in the community. He's honestly one of my best people in the community by far. I just love talking to the guy. He's such a sound guy, and he's a fucking mad bastard, he is. And we've only played, I think, twice, and I have no idea who won the games. Apparently, our off-season game was quite close. I'm sure he won because I did terribly in the off-season, because my team was terrible. Or maybe he was the team with Empoleon. Maybe. Oh, I think he was the Week 1 game, actually. Was that him? It might have been. That was the team that had Charizard X and Darmanitan against me, who had a team with no fire resists. That was fun. That was a fun game. Anyway, we are here with Kip. We are going to play our game today. I'm super excited for it. Like I said, Kip and me have been playing a few times. I don't think we've played like that often, but when we do, we always burn the house down, so we're going to do it again today. His team is very, very scary. He only made a few changes to Swag's team. I was expecting to have to play like, in this league, if you don't know, you get 7 changes to your team, and I was expecting Kip to make all 7 changes, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He only made 3, I think, and he didn't change, he actually changed mons that I didn't want to face, so I'm actually kind of happy enough with the mons he changed for me. But anyway, we're going to jump into it. His team consists of Latios, Buzzwole, Empoleon, Mudsdale, Audino, Vanillux, Hitmontop, Rotom Heat, Nihilego, Gourgeist, Absol, and Diancie. Now, the only changes he made is because I can't remember what his mons were, but he picked up Empoleon, Mudsdale, and Hitmontop, I believe. Because he did have a Araquanid, which is gone, which I'm so glad about, because Araquanid is not a terrifying mon, but it is a little bit annoying to deal with. It's very, very bulky. It has Mirror Coat, and I think it is, does it have counter? It has Sticky Webs. It is a lot of very, very annoying things. So I'm glad I don't have to deal with that. But Empoleon plus Rotom Heat is a very, very good core. It's a very, very good core, and one that we're going to have to deal with to the best of our abilities. His team, though, Latios and Buzzwole, Diancie is terrifying. Nihilego and Diancie is the only thing on the team that I think is really, really crap, because I feel like those two really, really offer nothing to each other in terms of synergy. And they both just die to Scissor's Bullet Punch, which is actually nice for me, but if I was to give Kip some advice, I would just say either drop Nihilego or drop Diancie, because I feel like it does nothing for his team. But anyway. So, we're going to jump into our team. Whoops, wrong page. There we go. I knew instantly that Scizor had to come, so Scizor is already there. But the other mons, we also, forgot to mention, we dropped Tornadus Incarnate for Gyarados, because Gyarados doesn't have Hurricane. He does have Hurricane, but I'll never use it. I'll never bring it with Hurricane, and I'll never miss Hurricane, basically. Because Tornadus, not that it missing Hurricane on Licky Licky last week against Amph, not that that mattered. It didn't matter, but it's the fact that I have to rely on Hurricane or run Air Slash, which is ridiculously weak, and can still miss. You know, I really didn't like that. Not that Air Slash will miss often, but when I do miss, I would be so angry, because that 5% chance, that's frustrating, you know. And I liked Tornadus on paper, but it never works in battle. You know what I mean? It's one of those mons that look brilliant on paper as a fast offensive wall breaker, but it just never really surfaces to be anything but just fodder, honestly. And it's unfortunate, but Gyarados I think will make a great addition to the team, and I'm looking forward to using it. And that's why we're bringing it this week in week 1 for Gyarados. Week 6 against Kip. This is our team. This is the top 3 mons. We have Tapu Koko, Blanca. We have Lochnas, the Gyarados. We have Chieftain, the Como. Let's go through it. This is basically my offensive portion of the team, I guess you could say. We have Tapu Koko here, Choice Specs, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Dazzlebeam, and Grass Knot. Modest, because his team is very, very slow. His fastest mon is Latios and Mega Diancie, both capping at 110. Tapu Koko 130. I can run Modest against his team and have a little bit of EV spare for HP, which is awesome. A Choice Specs Tapu Koko wasn't my first choice, but I really looked at it, and it's good against Buzzwole. It's really good for Diancie with the Choice Specs. It's not great for Nihilego, but I mean, I don't really want Wild Charge because he has mons like Mudsdale, and I want to be able to run Grass Knot. But a Grass Knot from a, like, physically offensive, naive Tapu Koko doesn't do much to Mudsdale. A Choice Specs Tapu Koko with Grass Knot, if I catch him with Grass Knot, he just drops immediately. And Volt Switch is nice as well because its only ground type is Mudsdale. And if he doesn't bring Mudsdale or we catch on the Grass Knot, that means that Tapu Koko does not have to worry about ever being worried about Volt Switching. And the thing is about his team is that if he brings Mudsdale and Rotom, I can almost Volt Switch freely. Reason being is because he probably wouldn't go in a Mudsdale. He'd probably go in a Rotom for fear of me clicking Grass Knot. And if I catch him on the Volt Switch and I read him correctly, I get so much momentum and actually do a decent amount of damage to Rotom. Rotom isn't especially defensive, I still do like 35 to 40%, which is awesome. So, Tapu Koko is brilliant in this matchup. Dazzlebeam is great as well for the Latios and the Buzzwole. Dazzlebeam is actually pretty spammable against his team. The only mon on his team that resisted are the Empoleon, the Rotom, and the Nihilego. I don't think the Nihilego is coming, and I don't think Empoleon wants to deal with Tapu Koko ever. So, Dazzlebeam is pretty nice for the team as well. So, then we have Lactus, the Gyarados. Lactus making his debut. We have Wakanberry Intimidate with Waterfall, Earthquake, Bounce, and Dragon Dance. We are bringing Bounce without the Z move, but I wanted the Wakanberry. Reason being is because we can live a Thunderbolt from Latios, we can live a Thunder Punch from Buzzwole. We can do a lot of things with this thing. We can live a Volt Switch from Rotom Heat, I believe, if he isn't offensive. If he's defensive, I think we live one. And those are really the main mons I want to be able to set up on. Also Mudsdale. I set up on Mudsdale every single day of the week if he doesn't bring Roar, which is awesome. And Gyarados is really good. If I get to +1, I speed everything on his team, and we start doing an immense amount of work to him. So I'm looking forward to that. I was thinking, I was considering bringing, what's that called? Is it Charity Berry that reduces rock damage for Nihilego and Diancie? But the reason I didn't is because likelihood that he only brings, I think he's going to only bring one of them, and that's probably going to be Diancie. And I don't feel like Diancie. I don't think Gyarados will be able to get in front of Diancie freely. And if rocks are up, I think Diancie actually kills Gyarados anyway. So it does. Yeah, I didn't think that was a good idea. So I think sitting up on Latios, Buzzwole, or Rotom, or Hitmontop, or Audino, or Mudsdale, those are like our 6 options, we'll say. Then we have Chieftain, the Como, Lumberry, Soundproof with Close Combat, Dragonclaw, Aquatail, and Dragon Dance. Another Dragon Dance mod. I know we're going a little bit overboard, but I want my sweepers. Como is great in this matchup because it resists Rotom Heat, it resists Empoleon, and that means it sets up on both of them 100% every single day of the week. If he brings Rotom Heat and Empoleon, because it's soundproof, the Empoleon cannot roar me. And because of the Lumberry, the Rotom cannot Will-O-Wisp me, and the Empoleon cannot Scald Burn me. And also because of Como's natural bulk, we can live an Ice Beam from Empoleon. We can live anything from Rotom. I mean, Rotom doesn't get anything to hit me. Like, Hidden Power Fairy doesn't exist. So, there's no fear for Como. And if we get the +1, there's very, very little he has to stop me. The only thing that he really has to stop me is that Buzzwole. Which, now that I'm looking at it again, maybe I should bring Aerial Ace. Because Close Combat and Dragonclaw is really all I need. Aquatail is just there for the Rotom Heat and the Nihilego and the Diancie, but I'm Close Combat goes all of them anyway. I'm actually going to do that right now, yeah. You do get Aerial Ace, don't you? You do. I'm going to change that right now, yeah. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, Como is running the Aerial Ace now. I think that's much better, actually. Just because Aquatail was really just thrown on. I'm glad I kind of noticed that. So yeah, then we have our defensive portion of the team, and I'm really, really excited to use these mons again. Especially our little Luma. We have Luma back on the squad. Lantern is back. So yeah, Ganja, the Gliscor Toxic Orb. With Earthquake, Stone Edge, Stealth Rock, and Defog, I really, really struggled with Gliscor this week. I really, really struggled with Gliscor. And the reason being is because Earthquake is fine. Earthquake hits most of the things on his team pretty well, but I don't hit Rotom, I don't hit Buzzwole, I don't hit Latios, and there was no move. I can't run Knockoff and hit both of them. I can't run Acrobatics because, you know, Rotom still resists it or anything like that. I can't run Flying Stab. I can't run Knockoff. I can't run Ice Fang because Rotom. I can't run Stone Edge because Well, I have decided to go with Stone Edge, even though Latios isn't weak to Stone Edge, but it hits most of the things on his team for neutral. Actually, I think it hits everything on his team for neutral, which is basically what I'm going for here. Stealth Rock Defog, because Gliscor unfortunately has had to basically take the weight of both roles as a Stealth Rocker and a Defogger, which I'm not happy about, but it's something that we've had to do because of Scissor's set. Scissor has to run Aerial Ace because Scissor is basically my switch in to Buzzwole. If Buzzwole starts substitute focus punching, I do not want to be caught in a situation where I need to, you know, take a hit from that thing and stuff like that. I might actually increase Scissor's defense just because I don't know. Wait, let me see here. Oh, actually, it's open. Does a focus punch ever OHKO or 2 kill me? Oh my god, always. Whoops. Whoa, okay, well, Scizor never lives. Anyway, never mind. Scizor never lives in Adamant, Focus Punch, or 2 of them, I mean. Which is scary. But, we can break his substitute with Aerial Ace and get a little bit of chip off and Bullet Punch and stuff like that, so that's fine. I don't think that's the end of the world, honestly. We just have to be careful about it. Yeah, Scizor is physically defensive and a little bit of Spadef to take on stuff like the Diancie, the Nihilego. Jeez, let me take a look at his team again. The Latios, Vanillix. Yeah, it takes on a lot of things on his team very, very well, so I'm pretty happy with Scizor's set. Buzzwole is a big threat, though. Buzzwole is a big, big threat. Then we have Lantern, Assault Vest, Volt Absorb with Scald, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Ice Beam. This is a funny set. We have max special attack and max special defense. The reason being for the max special defense is because Lantern's HP is so great anyway. It's such a huge HP stat that running Assault Vest with more Spadef, just max Spadef, is actually increases his Spadef much, much more. And all the physically offensive mons in his team, if you take a look from Buzzwole, Mudsdale, Hitmontop, they all kind of wreck Lantern anyway. There's no point running physically defensive Lantern because I don't. That's not Lantern's job. Lantern's job is to take hits from Latios, to take hits from Empoleon, to take hits from Rotom, to take hits from Nihilego, Diancie, and it takes all of those hits with Flying Colors. It takes 30% from a Latios' Psychic, 35 from a Draco or something like that. I think that's actually Kip messaging me. It is. It takes very, very little from his thing. Again, Diancie has Diamond Storm. I have to be careful about that. It's a physical move, but Lantern can live one Diamond Storm and hit off a Skull. So I don't even think I'm actually going to have to stop or like cut the recording right here because Kip just messaged me. Yeah, I'm ready too. Hit me up on Showdown the Aggronix. Perfect. Alright, I don't have to cut the recording, so I'm just going to cut you. And then I'm going to pull you back up to big size, to big boy size. And then we're going to get rid of Scizor's Mega, to make him regular, just in case he wants to charge me into custom game. So that's the team. I'm pretty happy with the team. There are things that scare me, like the what's his face, Buzzwole. The thing is about Buzzwole is that Buzzwole kind of struggles with moveset. He has he wants to run Thunder Punch for Gyarados. He wants to run a Fighting Stab because it's Fighting Stab. He wants to run Ice Punch for Gliscor. But if he does all that, he can't really hit Coco that well. I guess Ice Punch kind of hits Coco kind of well. So yeah, that's the team. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm just checking, making sure everything's good. I think everything's good. Hey dude, I'm good to go. Sure. So yeah, I am ready for this game, and I think my sets, yeah, they are important. So good luck to Kip. He's always so much fun to play, and hopefully we kick back after a rough loss last week. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Hopefully he knows the Gyarados is there. I mean, he probably should, but he should because it's on the thing. But anyway, Kip, good luck. Let's see what he brings. He brings Buzzwole, no Empoleon, which is actually unfortunate because I wanted to set up with Empoleon with Gyarados, but that's okay. No Diancie, Nihilego instead though. I kind of expected that because Nihilego I think can live one Bullet Punch from Scizor if EV'd right. Diancie never does. So I'm just gonna ignore spectators and ignore opponent, just so I can get in the zone. So leads on his end, I think he could lead with the Mudsdale. He might also lead with Rotom. So what do I want to do? I could lead with Gliscor. Gliscor is a good lead. I don't want Gliscor to be stuck in front of Buzzwole though, because Buzzwole kind of gets a free sub up, which is terrifying. Which is absolutely terrifying. I could lead with Luma. Numa, hey! Gourgeist is fine if we get our poison heal with Gliscor up, because he can't burn me if I'm toxic, of course. So I think I'm going to lead with... I might lead with Coco, because honestly, if he leads with Muzzledale, I can just fire off a Grass Knot, kind of try to get it out of the way. The problem is with that, though, is that if he is... if he's... what is it? The berry? What berry is that called again? Rindo berry, I think it is. Is it Rindo berry? Rindo berry? I think it's Rindo berry. It is, yes. He eats a Rindo berry. He eats a Grass Knot with the Rindo berry, so I don't really want to do that. I think I kind of want to lead with Gyarados. I think Gyarados is a kind of good lead, because if he leads with Buzzwole, I'm fine. If he leads with Latios, I'm fine. If he leaves with Rotom, I'm fine. I'll probably outspeed it unless he is max speed. But also Lantern's not bad either, so... Or Scizor. I mean, the thing is about Scizor... If he leads Nihilego, I want to be with Scizor. I'm going to leave with Scizor. Because you can't Volt Switch on Lantern. And I get into Lantern, I get to fire off Scald or something. Yeah, I'm going to leave with Scizor. He does lead with Nihilego, so that's a good lead for me. That is a very, very good lead. I just want to find out, Scizor, what are the chances of you dying turn 1? I do want to find that out. That's very important that you don't do that. That would suck. That would actually suck. A Choice Scarf, Nihilego, Hidden Power, Fire, I'm sure doesn't kill. No, never does. A Choice Spec Set, 62% chance. My Jesus fucking Christ, that's scary. That's not even max special attack. Okay, so if he's Choice Specs, he's guaranteed. If he's not Choice Specs, he never kills me. But Bullet Punch has a really good chance of killing him. So I really don't think he stays in right here. At the same time, what's the downside of me clicking Bullet Punch? Because if I don't kill him, I don't think he'd risk that. I don't think he can risk that hit. But also, if I click Bullet Punch, that's fine. The thing is, though, if I get a U-turn off and I get in front of Rotom, I can actually go into Como and Dragon Dance. Straight up. But his team really isn't weakened. So I'm just going to go for Bullet Punch, I think. He does go into Rotom Heat, so we'll get a little bit of damage off on Rotom. I couldn't really make the U-turn play as much as I wanted to. Okay. Alright, Rocky Helmet. So definitely defensive, which is good for Gyarados. Which is really good for Gyarados. I'd like to think an Overheat is coming. He might double in a Gourgeist, so I want to U-turn, but at the same time, I can't just leave a Scizor in front of a fucking Rotom. He doesn't really lose anything from clicking Overheat if he wants to, so I think I'm just going to go Lantern. If he goes in a Gourgeist, though, that would suck. I don't really want that. Any other play? Do I have any other option? I could go Gliscor, because unless he clicks Will-O-Wisp, that would actually really suck. He has Rocky Helmet, so he might be Will-O-Wisp. Oh, I want to click U-turn because I think he's going to go Gourgeist. I really think he's going to go Gourgeist, but I am just going to go into Lantern. I really want to click U-turn though, because I think he's going to go into Gourgeist hard. He's not going to Volt Switch. But I really can't risk Scizor this early, especially after seeing Nihilego is like he led with Nihilego. He wants to kill something with Nihilego. That's his aim. So, yeah, I'm not gonna I mean, Gliscor is a completely safe play if he does go for Overheat. But if Gliscor's in front of Gourgeist, that's fine as well, because I gotta get my rocks. And, you know, I'm gonna go Lantern. If he makes the play, he makes the play. You know, 'tis what it is. Goes into Mudsdale. Okay, so this is a weird one, because Mudsdale never really outspeeds Lantern unless he's max speed, which is very unlikely. If I do go for... what's it called again? Lantern. I hate that I forget names. It's very, very scary. Because you're like, I need to check something. Meryl Streep will say, because it's physically... Yeah, it's a physical... Skull doesn't do that much, really. And he kind of just wrecks my face. So I don't want that. I could go straight into Gyarados in before he gets up rocks, which is cool. I could also go into Gliscor, but I think Gyarados is a better play. If he goes for a ground type move, I'm in a great position. If he goes for Stealth Rocks, that's also fine. I get up a Dragon Dance. Or I get to just click Waterfall, honestly. I don't think I don't think he'll stay in. What would he go into? He'd probably go into Gourgeist. He'd probably go into Gourgeist on this thing. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Gyarados. I do switch first, because I'm faster. He does go for Stealth Rock. What a ballsy motherfucker! He's not Assault Vest. So he could be Spadef. He could be Spadef. I want to Dragon Dance, but he could also Roar right here. He could very easily Roar. Gyarados, how much am I doing with Gyarados with a Waterfall? I'm doing over half. He's specially defensive. I'm doing well over half. I think he's going to go straight into Gourgeist, and if he does that, I can just kind of go for a bounce. You know? I'm going to go for Waterfall. I want to bounce now, but there's no point. Gourgeist comes in, I can bounce anyway. It doesn't matter. Waterfall is the right play. If he goes Latios, then that'll be an interesting one. But I don't think he can go Latios on the fear of me clicking Dragon Dance. I think he needs to go into the defensive. Yeah, he does go Gourgeist. He finds the Wakanberry. So he knows we have that now, which is unfortunate. So we did 11%. Super physically defensive. We did 11% with what? Waterfall? That's about right. So bounce does 50%, so we would get burned every single time. We would absolutely get burned right here. I didn't really prep enough for Gourgeist. I'm kind of seeing that now. I think I actually kind of need to just fuck this thing up. Go for a bounce and fuck it up. If he stays in, then... Fuck, I did not prep enough for Gourgeist. Why is Gourgeist the mon that fucks me up this week, you know? Why is it Gourgeist? Of all mons. Como can set up on this thing, though. It totally can. And it can go for Dragon Claw and do a lot. I just need to weaken it down. But I'm going to struggle to do that, because my team really doesn't fucking do well against Gourgeist. Especially if he has Will-O-Wisp, I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. I can already tell. What's Gourgeist's base speed? So, okay, so Lantern outspeeds and can go for Ice Beam. That's fine. Coco outspeeds as well. I think I just have to go for Bounce. If he doubles in a Rotom, though. He wouldn't, because he should have stopped with Wakanberry. Have to bounce. He goes for Leech Seed. Okay. Now, he might not have Will-O-Wisp. Now, I know I'm gonna bounce. He goes for Protect. Alright, so we're getting a little bit of intel. Leech Seed Protect tells to me that he's a cunt. Fuck's sake, Kip. You're not this kind of dude. If he has Will-O-Wisp, surely he doesn't have Will-O-Wisp. I mean, he just went for a Leech Seed Protect. I kind of want a Waterfall predicting Rotom, but that's really, really risky. I'm going to go into Gliscor. If he goes for Will-O-Wisp right now, I'll be so angry. But I don't think he will. Okay, alright. Perfect. Alright, we got our Toxic Orb off. That's fine. We got it off. We're gonna go for... No. I need to defog. Jesus Christ, I need to defog. He's gonna go for Protect. You can go for your Protect. If he goes Buzzwole right now, that's fine because Scizor is still pretty healthy. And can live one Focus Punch. But Buzzwole is such a fucking huge threat, dude. Don't get me wrong. Okay. Gliscor's poisons. It's good. We can't hit this thing, but we can pivot. We can pivot quite freely. Protect right here would be... He goes Mudsdale. Okay. So... I don't really want to take all this unnecessary damage on this thing. I kind of just want to go Gyarados straight up again. But that's very... I could go Como. I go Scizor. I could go a lot of things. I kind of want to scout and see what set he is, because I think he's just going to go for Stealth Rocks right here. But I'm just going to go into Gyarados. I'm just going to go into Gyarados. Yeah. Really, really sketchy stuff. Sketchy stuff. Sketchy stuff. If I get to +1 with Bounce, I'm doing over half. +2, I OHKO him. So, this is one of those things, dude. If he goes for Roar, then I just go back and Scizor, I guess. How well does Scizor take a hit from Mudsdale? Because Mudsdale is very, very bulky, and it's just a bit of a fucking brick wall to deal with. I take the hits pretty well. I take them pretty well. So Scizor is an option. I'm going to go for Dragonets. He can't OHKO me. He does go straight into Latios, which is interesting. Now this is a weird one because he knows I have the Wakan Berry. A Choice Scarf Latios never kills me with Draco, but he wouldn't have to take the bounce. He'll switch out. So I think I just go Scizor. I'd love to just Z-bounce him right now, but I can't. A +1 bounce would do a lot, but if he's Scarf, he'll go for Draco. He'll hit me, I'll go for bounce, I'll be up in the air, he'll switch into Mudsdale? What would he switch into? Rotom? Maybe it's still my play. And Thunderbolt never killed him. Oh, he's gonna trick. Okay, he's gonna trick. I see, he's gonna trick me. I'm gonna go into Scizor. He's gonna trick. He's gonna trick. He can't go for Bar Fire predicting Scizor because there's a fucking +1/+1 Gyarados in front of his face. He's gonna trick, right? Psychic. Alright, that's fine. Do I want to Roost? Not really. I want to U-turn and get Gliscor out and do the things. If this thing turns out not to be Scarf, I will be so angry. I could double into Lantern, which isn't a bad play, because I think he's going to go Gourgeist. Or, sorry, Rotom. I think he's going to go Rotom. But I might as well U-turn then. But if he stays in and goes for Bar Fire, I wish I was in with Gliscor, so I'm going to go straight into Gliscor. Breaking down his team is going to be so tough, because it's just such a bulky team. It's such a bulky team. He's going to go either Mudsdale or Rotom, so I want to be... He's going to go Rotom, right? He would totally go Rotom. If he goes Mudsdale, I wish I U-turned. I can't risk it though. I'm gonna go on the Lantern. I did switch out first, and he stayed in. He would have been for fire. Okay, so he's not Scarf. He's not Scarf. He's not Choice in any way, which is fine. So, do I go for Ice Beam? What does that tell me? I put my hairband on my arm and I can actually feel the blood stopping. How much would Empower Fire do? He's not Choice Scarf. He could be Z. Z makes sense. 5%. Yeah, that's Empower Fire. Yeah. So he's not any boosting item. I think he is a Z move. I think I have to Ice Beam. Reason being is because if he goes Mudsdale, it's fine. If he goes Buzzwole, it's the same difference. If he goes Gourgeist, that's great. We get damage off him. If he stays in, that's fine. I'm going to go for Ice Beam. I expect a Z move right here. Honestly. I expect a Z move. I need to get rocks up and start wheeling down his team for Como, because Como, I think, is going to be the key to winning this game. Go Gourgeist. Go Gourgeist. Or go Mudsdale. I mean, if it goes Mudsdale predicting Volt Switch, I'm still fine. Because I get to go for Scald afterwards and probably still kill him. Depending on the damage. Buzzwole, he wouldn't go Buzzwole. Buzzwole will actually probably take a lot of damage. Because his Spadef is so low and I am max special attack. I need to get Tapu Koko out and start Volt Switching as well. He really prepped a lot for Koko, I can tell. The 4 mons in his team are either immune to electric or resist electric. You know, Rotom, Gourgeist, Latios. I mean, he's very, very prepared for Como. Or, sorry, Koko. Their names are so similar. Ooh. I can feel the tension. I think Ice Beam is the right play here, though. He does stay in and go for Psychic. And we get a huge hit off. And we do get the freeze. I was actually thinking in my brain, if I was to freeze him, that'd be really, really weird. Well then. That sucks, I'm sorry. I mean, if he thaws out, that's fine. So Psychic, he really just wants to hit my Mon right now. I'm so glad he has Psychic and not Psyshock, am I right? Because the difference in damage is like 2 to 1. It's amazing. So what do I do? I think he's going to go Gourgeist. Gourgeist comes in. Physically defensive. Does it live 2 Ice Beams? It doesn't, it dies. I'm going to go for Ice Beam again. I have to. There's no other play for me. I want to Scald predicting Buzzwole, but I'm going to go for Ice Beam. I don't think he'd go Nihilego. He does go Mudsdale, which takes a lot of damage. Does get the stat boost, and 32%. Nope, fuck off. 32% is very Spadef. That is a very, very Spadef. That's max Spadef. So, a Skull definitely doesn't kill him right here. I think I gotta go on a Gliscor. If he starts roaring me out, that'll be really, really sucky. I want to Scald actually because I think he might just go for a Roar. And if he does, can I pull up Mudsdale? Mudsdale's standard set is Roar. So I don't think there's any way he goes for high horsepower right here because my switching every single time has been Gyarados or there's Gliscor right there. I think he's going to go for Roar. How much am I willing to bet? I see, if I get this play wrong, I die. I die. I lose Lantern. And that would suck. But if I burn him, do I live? Just to know. If I burn him, I live. At this point, I need Mudsdale gone so I can start Volt Switching with Koko. I think I have to take the bullet. Because once I kill Mudsdale, I can go in a Gliscor and I can go for a defog and get rid of the rocks. I need to go for Scald. Hidden Power Fire! Yes! Yes! Or Hidden Power Ice, actually. That could have been anything. I mean, it doesn't make a difference to me. We just got rid of one of the biggest threats in his team. Ice Beam kills. How much do I want to risk Ice Beam? I mean, it's 30. It would be a risk to go for Ice Beam. So, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Do I want to Ice Beam or do I want to Volt or Scald? If I burn the Gorgeist, that'd be so good. He might also go into Latios and hope that I unthaw him. But I can't really... If I don't kill him with Ice Beam, I'll feel like such a div. I'm going to go for Scald. He'll surely save this thing. If he doesn't, that's great, because Coco comes in and just starts doing so much work. Mozeb being weak is great as well, because that means Gliscor might be able to kill him with an Earthquake, with 2 or 3 Earthquakes, because of the stamina boost. I don't know if Earthquake activates stamina. Mudveil drops. That's great. That's great. That's good. Buzzwole comes in. That's not good. Fuck. So this thing definitely outspeeds me. And he just kills me if he goes for an attack. If he goes for any hit, I die. I die. Every time. If he goes for Ice Punch, I live. If I go for Scald... The thing is with me is that he could go for Substitute. I haven't shown Volt Switch, but I think it's quite obvious. The thing is, would he substitute in front of Lantern? I don't think he would. But how much am I willing to bet? Scizor is weak. See, if I Volt Switch right here, could also be Scarf. That thought didn't even cross my mind, actually. He might be Scarf. I think I have to let Lantern die. The only problem with that is that Rotom Heat becomes such a big threat after that. But I can't... Gliscor can't get burned. I take an Overheat, okay, because he's defensive. Como is still alive. I think I have to go for Volt Switch. And if he substitute, I have to go for Volt Switch. I get to go into Tapu Koko and click Volt Switch again. So... if he goes for Ice Punch, that's great. I think he's probably done over-predicting. He's probably just going to go for Earthquake, but he can't because Gliscor is there. I think he's just going to go for like a Drain Punch, which is his move, right? He does get Drain Punch, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. I can't let Scizor die because Scizor is my switch into Nihilego. I guess Gliscor is kind of as well. So there's that. But I'm half thinking to let Luma die so I can go freely into Coco and start wrecking shit. So, I'm gonna go for Volt Switch. Drain Punch, yeah. Oh, we lived! What the fuck? We lived! How? 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 Is he not max offense? That was a mid-roll. That was a... No, he does less than an Adamant max attack, so he's not max attack. Either way... that's not Choice Scarf. Oh, sorry, he's not Adamant, he's probably Jolly. He might be Choice Scarf. So the thing with me is that... what do I do? If I go Coco, I mean, the thing is with Coco is that even if he's Scarf, I mean, it doesn't matter. I lived the hit very comfortably, and I get to go for Volt Switch and kill him. And if he switch into Rotom, then I get to go Como and set up. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Coco. I can't believe I lived that. Wow. So I do set up the Electric Terrain, that's fine, because Rotom doesn't get a boost from that. I'm gonna go for a Volt Switch. If I kill the Buzzwole right here, I'm gonna go into probably Como and then sack Lantern. Is my phone playing music? It is a hit. I can barely hear it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Volt Switch. He does go on a Rotom. Rotom will take a pretty big hit here. That's a lot of damage. And yeah, I'm gonna go into Como and Dragon Dance. Now, Como. The thing is about Como, he is what is he? 54%. There's no way Rotom lives from 50%, 54%, +1 close combat. No, he doesn't. The Latios is frozen, but it's also not Scarf. The Buzzwole might be Scarf, but we outspeed it. Then a Hiligo is the only thing left that if it's Scarf will affect this. Can I just see how much Gourgeist takes if I get to +1? Very, very little. So there is still that. But I think get Como is still my play. I think Como is still my play. If he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, that's great. If he goes for Foul Play, that's fine. I'm going to Dragon Dance. Because I need to. If he doubles into Nihilego, he's Scarf. But I don't think he'll do that. Because that's ballsy. That's ballsy. If he Will-O-Wisps, that's great. He doubles into Gourgeist. So he knows I'm Lumberry. And he sees the lead. He's, you know. This thing is a problem. This thing is a fucking huge problem. And I did not anticipate it being a problem. Like, this thing still might wall me out. Honestly. I don't think he has Will-O-Wisp. Does Gourgeist get, like, Recover or anything? I don't think it does. I don't think it gets... I think it gets Pain Split. Super. It's Destiny Bond, gets Leech Seed, yeah. Synthesis, it does. Fuck me. I don't think he has Synthesis. Probably Leech Seed, Protect, Shadow Sneak, Grass move. I think I just have to hit this thing as hard as I can and go for a Dragon Dance. Psychic. No Spadef drop. I think I just gotta do +2 Dragon Claw does 40%. Aerial Ace, do you do more? Probably not. Maybe actually. It's a little bit more. I'm gonna go for Aerial Ace. I'm gonna go for Aerial Ace. Another Psychic does not kill me. I'm considering going for Dragon Dance because if he goes for a Synthesis right here, we'll actually catch him. But I think that's a next turn thing. We'll just go for Aerial Ace. We'll just go for Aerial Ace. We're at +2 now. No Choice Scarf or outspeeds me. We're in the driver's seat, I think. I hope. Okay. He does not kill me. Now, the thing is here is that Rotom's Rocky Helmet does kill me. I am going to go for Dragon Claw because of that. He does go on a Rotom. Rotom will take a Dragon Claw and will die. So, Gourgeist is severely weakened. I think I have to go... I can't let Gourgeist heal, though. If I go Coco, and Gourgeist comes out, I can kill him with a Volt Switch because I'm that strong. Latios isn't Scarf, it's frozen. Nihilego comes out, I can double into Gliscor, and I'm completely safe. I'm going to go on a Coco. I think Nihilego is coming out, though. And that's fine. If he goes Gourgeist, that's great. Because Gourgeist dies to at least a Dazzling Gleam if I have to. And I will Dazzling Gleam if I have to. I have no problem with that. Volt Switch always kills, always. Always kills. So he does go into Hiligo. I do fucking DC. Hopefully I reconnect soon. Okay, he does not go into Hiligo. I really fucking hope my internet doesn't drop right now, because that would really suck. And it's not fucking loading. Come on, internet! Okay, so he did make his play. I did DC, I think. I just restarted my internet there, so hopefully in a second he doubled into Gorgeist, which is infuriating because that screams to me that Nihilego isn't Scarf, but I can't be sure at the same time. But now I have fucking Gorgeist to deal with, so what do? I think I have to go into Scizor. If this thing reveals the motherfucking synthesis, I will die. But I really don't think that's likely. That he has synthesis. Even if he, whatever, you know, whatever he does, I can just... How much does Coco do? With a, Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam! To, not Hiligo, Gorgeist. If you're 5'5", then I'm 6'6". Dazzling Gleam is over half. Yeah. 58%. So, that's good. So, apparently Okay, so apparently I'm back. Apparently I'm good. Yeah, he's actually telling me I DC'd, my internet must be terrible if I'm actually not getting the messages that I DC'd. So, okay, alright, so Gorgeist is in front of me. I have a few options right here. I can Defog and Stealth Rock, get my rocks up, get these rocks off the field. That means Lantern is still alive for what it's worth. But Lantern doesn't outspeed anything on his team, except for actually this Gorgeist. So I might actually do that just to Ice Beam this thing. And it means I get my Stealth Rocks up, putting a Hiligo in range of Bullet Punch from Scizor. And it means weaken Latios a little bit more. So I am going to do that, I think. I don't mind this thing getting healed up too much if I can get Lantern in. So I am going to default. He does go on a Latios, so that's funny. I think maybe he was expecting a knockoff. Maybe trying to sack, but I'm going to go for Stealth Rock right here. And this is working out wonderfully for me. He is still frozen solid. I'm very, very sorry about that, dude. I'm very, very sorry about this thing. Hidden. The evasion is really nice because I get to go for Stone Edge and actually guaranteed hit it, I think. Yeah, another Stone Edge should be able to kill him. I hope he breaks out. He does break out Draco. He goes for a cover. Oh! Alright then. That makes this thing a little bit awkward to deal with, I guess. He had Hidden Power Fire, which means that Scizor can't deal with this thing, kind of, unless I Roost. Does Coco always decimate this thing with a Dazzling Gleam? Yes. I always OHKO it. So, I could go Lantern, I could sack Lantern. Gorgeist actually takes rocks as well, which is great. So what I'm going to do is I am going to sack Lantern. Or maybe I don't do that actually. Fuck. I don't think he has anything with Gyarados, but Gyarados can't really hit this thing. I think I have to go hard Coco. If he Dracos, that's great. If he Psychics, he does not kill me. He does not kill me. Ooh! He does kill me. There's a chance he kills me. I mean, he has a Z move as well. He's possibly a Z move, which I think is likely at this point. I'm not crazy, am I? Wait. Yes, Latios is a Z-Mon. I mean, Buzzwole might be a Z move too, but... wait, is Nihilego a Z-Mon? No, Vanillix is. Okay, so... I guess I just have to go for Stone Edge, honestly. Unless I go straight Coco right now. What would he go for? He'd go for Draco, probably. I can't really go Gyarados. and then double because I can't do anything. I have to go straight Coco. If he kills Coco, I might just lose actually. I might just lose if I lose Coco, so I can't really do that. I think I have to sack Lantern. Or sack Scizor. And depend on Gliscor to deal with Nihilego, which isn't crazy to believe. It's just Scizor deals so well with Gourgeist. I'm gonna go into Scizor. If he Dracos right here, we live it and we get to go for Bullet Punch. He goes for Recover again. So I think he's going to fuck me up right here with a Hidden Power Fire. I'm sure it kills. Yeah, every time. So it's what I want to do here. Do I want to Bullet Punch? Do I want to U-turn a Psychic Hidden Power Fire? I really doubt he has Calm Mind or anything like that. So I think Bullet Punch is the right play. There's no reason not to. And then put him in range of a Dazzling Gleam, I guess. But if I lose Nihilego, that'd be really, really sucky. I guess I think I'm going to double right here and go on a Lantern. Because I need to save Scizor to deal with Nihilego. To Bullet Punch it. Lantern's on 1%. I'm going to sack Lantern. He's going to go for Hidden Fire right here. I could also go to Gyarados, but Gyarados can't really do anything. And then I'm stuck with a Gyarados in front of it. So I'm going to go Lantern. And if he doubles in a Gourgeist, that's great. If he doubles in a Nihilego, that's fine. He won't. If he doubles in a Buzzwole, that's fine. Doubles in a Gourgeist, that'd be amazing. But I really doubt he'd do that. I think he's just going to go for Hidden Fire and kill him right here. And he does kill Lantern, that's fine. Gonna go into Coco right here. Dude, this thing being fucking frozen was actually a great thing for me. I didn't think it really mattered, but Jesus Christ it did. So Nihilego. How much is Nihilego taking from a Dazzling Gleam? No, that's Scizor. Fuck, Coco. This is still a really, really close game. No matter who wins, it's been a really, really good game, dude. Dazzling Gleam does 20%, but I can't Volt Switch. So it's whether I predict him to go into Nihilego and Volt Switch, or I click Dazzling Gleam. I think he probably sacks Gourgeist or Buzzwole. I think Buzzwole is more likely, actually. But if I click Volt Switch right here and he stays in, I lose a lot. How many recovers do you have? 14. So I might have to actually stall him out with fucking... But I can't Stone Edge him that much, so I have to Dazzling Gleam kind of. If he stays in, I get a 40% off. Then I get to go into Scizor. Maybe Bullet Punch, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam because I can deal with Nihilego coming in, but I can't deal with Gourgeist. I mean, he might also predict Hidden Power Ice and think he can live it, because he can live a Hidden Power Ice, but he can't live a Dazzling Gleam. He does go into Gourgeist. Yes. All right. Cool. We got rid of something. We got rid of something. He sees the Dazzling Gleam. He knows I'm locked into it. Yes, he does go into Nihilego. So this is fucked, dude. This is absolutely fucked. This game is this close. I can't let him kill a Mon. I have to go on a Gliscor. I wish I'd U-turn on Gliscor right now so badly. He does double in Latios, so good play there. Really, really good play. Really, really good play, actually. Jesus Christ. But I might be able to Dragon Dance on this thing with Gyarados. How much does Gyarados do with Bounce? +1. 80%. That. What he's at. So, does 2 Psychics kill? No, because Gyarados is a especially defensive freak. Ooh, actually, they might. Well, he could also go for a Z move. But I kind of want to pop that Z move, you know what I mean? I need to keep Gliscor alive, because it deals with Nihilego. And because Buzzwole doesn't have leftovers, it kind of deals with that too. I have to go into Gyarados, I think. If he goes for Hidden Power Fire predicting Scizor, that's great. I have to go into Gyarados. I have to Dragon Dance. If he has Thunderbolt, then that's fine. That means he doesn't have Draco. But every time a Mon dies, I get to go back in a Coco and click Dazzling Gleam. So this is going to be so down to the wire. This is going to be so down to the wire. Oh shit. Wow. Okay, so... Okay, Gyarados dies. Straight up. Gyarados dies. So it's Draco. He has Draco. Gotta go back in a Coco, and this is a tough one because every time I get the play wrong, he kills a Mom. Do I Volt Switch? Or do I Dazzling Gleam? Well, honestly, I think he sacks Buzzwole. Because no matter what my play is, then he comes out the other end okay. Because Nihilego and Latios are the mons that really save him the game right here. This Latios isn't the problem. It's the fact that it has Recover which is the problem. Recovery is the problem. Okay. Alright, so if he goes Nihilego, I could double into Scizor because if he stays, then he's going to go for Psychic or something like that. But if he doubles in a Buzzwole, does Buzzwole die to Bullet Punch? I don't think it does. So I don't want that either. I think I have to just Dazzling Gleam. I don't really think I have any other play. If I go for Volt Switch, I get to go back into Gliscor. I'm going to Dazzling Gleam. Over Predict. Stay in. Because eventually I get to the part where Coco actually can kill Nihilego with a Dazzling Gleam, which isn't too far from now. It's at 87%, so 75, and then the 20% would be at 55. So we have to do this process 2 more times, unless he just overprotects right now and sacks it. Because if I go for Thunderbolt right now and he goes Nihilego, I kill Nihilego. He does go Nihilego. Yeah. I could go for Dazzling Gleam again, predicting Latios, but that would be very, very sketchy. If I go back in a Gliscor as he goes Latios, see, that's the problem. Whatever Mon I go into, I lose. I have to go Scizor. Right? Do I have to go Scizor? Does he double back into fucking Latios? What would I do if I was him? He knows I'm Specs. Specs was the wrong fucking move item this week. I should have just been a Z move. Why wasn't I just a Z move? Yeah. God, that would have saved me so much hassle. That was really, really dumb of me. Because Z Gigavolt Havoc would be so good right now. I'd just win, I think. I'd just win against this team. I go for double Dazzling, predicting the Latios to come back in, and I get him. Get him. Or I go Scizor. Thing is with Scizor though, if he goes, he's gonna go for a Power Gem. He's gonna go for a Power Gem. Because Scizor dies to 2. So I have to go Gliscor. But if he goes Latios on Gliscor, then this fucking process begins again. Power Ice. Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright, so he's in Power Ice. What does that mean? I'm gonna go for Stone Edge. If he gets a speed boost right here, it's fine because I still have Scizor Bullet Punch, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be a photo finish, guys, for sure. I have to go. I'm gonna go Scizor because Scizor lives a Power Gem from like 40%, I believe. Right? Right? Makes sense that he would have. Yeah, 38%. So I can live within Power Ice. Wait, let me check in Power Ice damage. I'm sure it's like 5%, 8. Yeah, we always live. If he doubles out into Latios, that's fine. He doubles into Buzzwole. Okay. That's... Okay. I'm gonna Roost. Buzzwole... Do you get Fire Punch? You don't you? You don't, right? No, it doesn't. He might have hidden Power Fire, I guess? But that would be a stretch. I'm gonna go for Roost. Drain Punch. Gets a lot of health back, but that's fine. I need to be at full right here, because Aerial Ace always wrecks him. Aerial Ace. 50%. He'll never really get to the point where he actually does damage to me. If I Roost one more time, that means that, okay, perfect. So I'm going to Aerial Ace. A Drain Punch into a, you know, just fuck off, you know what I mean. Bulk Up. Cobra Berry. Okay. Oh, okay, so Drain Punch is going to do actually a decent amount of damage right here. Fuck, do I double in a Coco? Oh, this is so sketchy. This is so sketchy. That's not my set. I can just find Coco's set. I don't know why I keep clicking that one. Drain Punch at +1. Drain Punch. Show me fucking Drain Punch. +1. It's 40%. I get to go for a Thunderbolt. I have to do it. I need Scizor to be healthy. This is the game. If you predict right here. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to go for a Volt Switch. Because if he goes Latios, then I get to get Scizor in front of it and I get to go for U-turn. I live in Bar Fire because of the range I'm at now. I'm going to go for Volt Switch. I'm going to go for Volt Switch. We kill Buzzwole. Now I get Scizor back in. He has to go... I think we won. I think we won. Because he has to go Latios. Latios can't kill me within Bar Fire, and he dies to a U-turn. Yeah. Yeah! Ooh, that feels good. That feels so good, dude. Yes! Ooh. If he's Scarf, doesn't matter. We have Bullet Punch. I'm going to go for Thunderbolt. He was Scarf. Wow. Well fucking played to fucking Kip. Kip played a phenomenal game. He played so well. He shouldn't be able to do anything right here. Bullet Punch will... Yes! Kill. Then a hill ago, we're going to take a 2-0 win over Kip and the Montreal Mudkips. G to Kip. He played a phenomenal game. It's always so much fun to play Kip. That was a nail biter. Wow. That was an absolute nail biter. That came down to every single play mattered there. Christ. Kip, thank you for the game, dude. It's almost... shouldn't have risked the freeze with Laddie. I mean, you can't... You know... You didn't know I had Ice Beam. You know. Don't beat yourself up. I got lucky as fuck. I mean, it's weird because the freeze... If I didn't freeze him... If I didn't freeze him... I'm trying to figure out if I didn't freeze him. If I didn't freeze him, then he would have just gone for probably a Z Draco and Lantern. I probably would have died. Because I was like 56%, roughly. Can I just see? Do I live? It's a roll. And then another Ice Beam would have killed him. It was a fun game. People get lucky. If I crit though with Empire Fire, I won. If he crit with Empire Fire, he did win. Well, Probably not, actually, even if you did crit me, yeah. Because at that point, you'd have to go... What happened if he crit me at the end there? Because then I'd have to go on a Coco, I'd have to click Dazzle Gleam. Nihilego might have died to 2 Dazzle Gleams after Stealth Rock, and at that point it would have been... then it would have been, yeah. Yeah, then it would have been Gliscor versus Latios, and you would have won, yeah. So, yeah, you are right there. You would have easily won. Unless I predicted you on the Volt Switch, it went for Volt Switch and Nihilego, because then Coco would have cleaned up then at the end. Such a close game to Kip. Really, really well played, Kip. That was so much fun. I can't get over that game. That was phenomenal. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first and subscribe if you aren't already to become a member of the Aggronix. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Make sure to come back for a week 7 game against Afonso, another guy that we always have great games against. And yeah, have a good day and bye bye.